Y'all, please don't judge me. I wore this hat last video and I'm wearing it again. I'm taking these braids out. I'm gonna start taking them out probably tonight or tomorrow during work or something. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired.
I'm in a good old mood today.
I'm saying like I'm just like not sleepy. I'm in a good mood too, but I'm talking about I'm just exhausted
Like
from work. Went to the gym, dinner, and then we doing this. So it's like I'm kind of tired, but yeah,
gotta stay busy.
I know that's the thing. I'm ready to get back to that. Like I like the point to when I was in school, I was just busy all the time. And I guess because I was in school and working, but this right here is basically it. Like we working and doing yeah, I know. But I'm just saying I'm always working, always doing something.
And that's how I want to be. That's how I want to stay.
Yeah.
For a good little minute, you know.
But yeah. So I'm Nissaandrea.
I'm MiahDinero.
And this is episode 16.
It is.
Wow, episode 16. I'm so excited.
If you know our journey, our story, and you like, dang, I'm proud of y'all. You would say that. You know? For
real. Like we have been consistent since we started the first week in January. We dropped our first video, January 2023, the first week. So I'm kind of excited, and we are actually working on getting some guests up here. Right now we're just gonna do a few solo videos, let y'all get a feel of who we are, and then we're gonna have guests. We're gonna be having guests back to back to back. Then we'll have some solo ones in there, of course. Yeah. But yeah, we just want to build our audience and go from there. But let me see what I got in my notes.
Let me see what kind of notes you got.
But how you feel about the workout we did before we really get started? How you feel about
it? It was straight.
Yeah, it was straight. I like her class. I'm glad we're doing the class. It keeps me motivated, keeps me going. Y'all may not know. I don't know if y'all seen. I don't even know if I talked about it, but I'm trying to lose weight so I can get my breast reduction. I know I've been talking. Anybody know me know I've been talking about this for like 5 years now, for a long time. But and I was actually going through the process last year, which a few people only knew. But I didn't never finish it because they wanted me to go see a physical therapist. So now I'm kind of in my head thinking about just paying out of pocket. Like, forget going through. I mean, yeah, it's good to go through insurance. I ain't gonna say forget it, but they want you to go through so much. I just want to lose the weight, go to a doctor, get the surgery, and then go on. But I just feel like, and I feel like recovery for the breast reduction, they say is not bad at all. They say 6 weeks, but a lot of people be like, they be feeling good after the first week.
So do they hurt your back now? Do they give you back problems or any problems?
I mean,
other than like shirts and
when I'm working out. But the thing that gets me is my boobs make me look bigger than what I am. I'm really small. I'm really not a big girl at all, but my boobs is most of my weight. And even when I went to the doctor was telling me, he was like, oh yeah, it's probably best that you do get a breast reduction or whatever. Like, I promise you, if these come off, yeah, once I get some of this off, like I'm really going, like I feel like I'm gonna really love my body. Not saying I don't love it now, but my boobs. All right, so do you feel like hurt people?
I do. 100%, because if you don't fully heal from like a past or previous relationship, you bring that hurt with you. So then once you try to trust that person or love that person, you're still hindering you from fully giving yourself to that person, the new person or whatever. So yeah, I really do. Like, hurt people go out and try to make people feel the same way they do, I feel like.
Sometimes people don't know that hurt. So like me personally, like with I always talk about this because it's like the main thing that I really experienced. But like in my last relationship, like I'm not about to bash anyone, but I feel like he has trauma from his childhood. And I feel like he needs to heal from that. And I don't think he realizes. Some people don't realize that they have some trauma or hurt because they don't try to figure out stuff about themselves. Like me, like in the past year, I'm just say the past year, I've figured out so much about myself because I've been trying to learn more about myself. I've been interested in figuring out those things about myself. So I definitely say hurt people. And when somebody hurt you, you can't blame them.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's important for you to fully know yourself. Not fully. You might not fully ever know yourself.
Because you change.
Yeah, you change.
So, yeah.
Know yourself before you get in a relationship or try to love somebody. At least love yourself.
Yeah.
How you are in that moment before getting into a relationship. I'm going to cut you off. What were you saying?
No, I was just going to say, that's why that's why I don't believe in that tit for tat stuff. I'm gonna get him back because he did this to me. But why are you doing that? That goes to show you got some trauma or some hurt that's going on that you need to handle. Like, I'm not with that. Like, if you did something to me, if you decided you want to cheat on me, you wanted to step out on me after we discussed having, being in a monogamous relationship, like, you can't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
It ain't no get back. Like, them girls be like, well, just let me cheat back. Like, huh?
Like, or either if they do something, they'll tell their man,
you can cheat back.
Yeah,
or you can go do something.
You go do something and we even. No.
What?
No, because at that point, you just need to end the relationship because y'all, it's hard to forgive. And that's another thing. I know I always bring God into situations, but that's one of God's non-negotiables. If you can't forgive a person. So if you in that relationship and you are choosing not to forgive your other half, you need to let them go so that you can forgive them. That's the only way. Like, I'm going to say this. Like, my last relationship, like, we had went through some stuff. It was some stuff that had happened, but I gave him another chance or gave other chances or whatever. Not to go into details, but I gave him those chances and I realized after the relationship, I hadn't really let go of a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I finally forgave him for everything that happened during the relationship. I mean, of course now I've been single almost 2 years, but I forgave him for those things. Yeah. Like, I have really truly forgiven him for those things.
And it probably took a little time. That's why it's not good to jump into another relationship after that.
Yeah. Because when you do, that's when things like what happened. Like when I was on the phone with you, when I told you the message. Yeah. I don't want to speak on it.
Oh,
yeah. That's why stuff like that happens because you aren't healed. Yeah. You aren't a healed individual and you need to figure that stuff out about yourself because the fact that you have somebody and you feel like that's okay, like, you need to work on you. Because me personally, when I get in a relationship, I'm for that person. Yeah. And I'm the type too, I'm going to have that conversation. The number one questions I'm going to ask a man is, do you believe in a monogamous relationship? Like, do you believe in it just being me and you? Yeah. Because before we get into this, I don't want no other females coming in and you tell me, well, I told you this, I told you that. No, that's why it's important.
We never had that conversation.
Yeah, it's important to have those conversations with a male figure because they don't. Sometimes that's like, either this is what it is. See, I'm not like this, but a lot of women, they get into relationships and they say, and this, the man is telling them, they see it right as day, they telling them, I don't want this, I don't want that. But a woman in her head, she like him so much, she like, I can change that. Yeah. You can't change a man's mind. If he feel the way he felt when you got with him, he gonna feel the same way 5 years later. If he said he don't want to get married and it's 5 years from now, you want to get married, you wasted 5 years of your life because he told you when y'all got together that he didn't want marriage. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just.
So, if that's your non-negotiable or that's goals that you want out of your relationship, don't settle because
that's who you like or you
lonely just fine. Or, based off looks.
Exactly. And another thing too, I'm coming up on I'm celebrating it. I don't know what other people because
you said that last video.
I did. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it again. On the 18th, it'll be a year. May 18th, it'll be a year of me being celibate, and it's a really like a celebration for me because it's like, not saying that I can't control myself, but honestly, when you are celibate, you find out so much about yourself, and you don't want to give your body to nobody. I don't want to give my body to nobody until I'm in a relationship with him. I'm not saying marriage. People be like, oh, you celibate.
It's abstinence.
Yeah.
No, so what's the difference?
So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, like I was saying about like the forgiving part, like that's one of God's non-negotiables. So you have to forgive people, and if you're in a relationship and you're constantly like they did something, and you know you ain't let that go, and you haven't forgave that person, and you die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to forgive everybody. You have to, and you can say in your head all day long, like, I forgive this person.
Yeah.
I forgive this person, but you saying it, but they do something and it triggers you.
Yeah.
You haven't forgave.
You gotta know in your heart that you forgive that person. It ain't just
and it's not easy. Like forgiving someone ain't easy. Trust me, it's like people that has been raped. I mean, I'm just going trigger warning, but people have been in a situation where that has happened, and a lot of women I know has not forgiven the person that did that to them.
Yeah.
Like
that's truly hard.
That's the hard.
I can't even speak on it because I can't relate, honestly. But I know that that's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah, but you have to forgive that person. You have to.
Yeah.
So.
But is God a non-negotiable in your relationship? So like, do your person have to believe in God?
Yes, I'm not submitting to a man that has not submitted to God. That's my non-negotiable now. It wasn't my non-negotiable last year. It's a new non-negotiable for me. If a man wants me to submit to him, he has to submit to God first. And what that means to me is if he doesn't have a relationship with God or is trying to build that kind of relationship, I don't see a reason to be able to submit to you. I thought you was woke.
I know, I thought I was too. Ever since the camera came on, I can't say But Quay asked me that. Matter of fact, yesterday he asked me, "Was God non-negotiable for me?" And I said yes. Like that man, if he don't believe in God, then yes. I'm not saying you gotta go to church. I'm not saying you gotta.
I'm gonna talk about that.
Get on your knees and worship Him all the time. Sanctified and holy. But you gotta be open to at least going to church for me, though. That's like open. You know what I'm saying? Just be open-minded about things. You know what I'm saying? Pray. I feel like everybody pray when they in need. I want him to pray when he's good. Pray. You know what I'm saying? All the time.
That's what's wrong with the world. Something happened and they pray.
They in need. Now you need God.
You ain't prayed to God in 6 years.
You need God last night at the club.
But you get in a car wreck and I thank God I made it through whatever. But you ain't talked to God in 6 years. That's not. I mean, I'm not want to judge. Like, you know what I'm saying. But that's just what's wrong with the world today.
Yeah.
And I was on a live Zoom last night, and something that B. Simone said stuck with me, and she said, "Religion and relationship is not the same thing." I grew up as a Christian because I felt like that was something that I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, not something I was supposed to do. Something I was raised up to do. Something I was around. But I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I used to go to sleep in church. I used to not listen. I used to be doing so. Even when I was a teenager, I would be on my phone. I was going to church, but because I felt like that's what I did growing up, so I just continued doing it. But when I got in my 20s, is when I was like, I didn't have to go to church then. I had to make my own choice. So I was like, I wanted to go to church. And like I said, like, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. It's really a good thing. But after my grandma passed, is when I wanted to, is when my mom was like, get closer to God. Because when my grandma passed, I'm not going into details, but I had kind of went into depression a little bit. And God got me through that situation. God has got me through so much. And I said, I got to live for Him. Like, I got to. And the beginning of last year is when I started my journey. But it's gotten stronger this year. But yeah, I just...
Yeah. I guess opening that space to lean on Him, to talk to Him more. And when you know Him, you will hear His voice. I don't feel like I've got to the point where I can actually hear him talking to me. I mean, I see signs, you know, I feel like that's a sign. But I want to get to the point where I'm just like, oh, I hear his voice and I know that's him talking to me or whatever.
Do you know when it's God talking to you versus the devil?
I feel like I do. I don't know. I don't know if this is weird, but I look at every sign as God. Even the bad stuff, I just look at it as God. I don't never be like, it's the devil.
Well, I got my clarification last night. I did. So, the things that when God is talking to you, he's telling you to do something that you don't want to do. It's not nothing. He's not going to tell you anything bad.
Yeah.
The devil is going to tell you to do things that, not really tell you to do things, but it's going to be bad things that he's just telling you to do. A thought or like things that you feel like you want to do, like that you know that you shouldn't be doing. Like God is going to tell you to do it. Like things that you like to do, basically. And God is like, I can't even explain it. Like I'm trying to.
You just got me lost. I don't know if you meant to say the devil or God.
I got to put it in my phone. Hold on.
Get your facts straight.
Yes.
But so I feel like the devil just gonna throw a thought out there that like you be driving, I'm about to run off the road right now. Stuff like that. You know how you got them random thoughts. You know, I'm about to hit them in the back or I'm about to do something crazy.
Okay. The devil is going to ride on the things you want but won't push you in a productive route. That's what it means.
Okay.
And God is gonna he's gonna be telling you like things that you don't want to do. You're like, I do it tomorrow. I ain't gonna do it. God is speaking to you like you need to do it because you don't want to do it. God's route for us is hard. It's not easy. It's not an easy route.
That's kind of confusing.
Like finding our purpose.
Yeah, it's confusing.
That's why once you build a relationship with him, you will understand and you will hear him more. I haven't got there yet. I'm still in the beginning. With building my relationship with him. Like I said, I do 30 minutes now. I want to lean towards not even counting the minutes to like, dang, I've been talking to God for 2 hours. Like, I want to be like a certain amount of time I spend with him. Like, I want to be able to talk to him all the time. So, but that girl got sleepy.
I have. So, back to the husband thing. Like non-negotiables. So you think you'll be the type to have that what's your love language conversation with your husband? Yeah. Like you gonna openly ask him stuff or you just feel like you're just gonna see the signs, you just gonna kinda pick up on what he like and what he don't like?
I'll ask. You would feel like it's a good thing to ask or something?
Yeah, I'm definitely asking. I'm just asking you.
No, yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask. Like I'll ask a lot of questions.
Well, I already know, but
and the thing is, one thing I learned about guys dating now, a lot of guys, they are like their best selves in the beginning, of course.
100%.
And they're telling you like all of these things that they like and that they don't like. But I remember saying, if a guy tell me something, I write it in
his little contact thing.
And either in his contact thing or
guys do that
notes.
too. Well, you know or not.
Yeah. But I keep up with all that stuff. So if a guy do something, I'm like, you told me this, but you doing this. Even though people change, it just depends. Like he say my love language is physical touch, but then I can tell words of affirmation is your number one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, you didn't really know that about yourself, but yeah, I asked a lot of questions like that. I asked about, their, like, do they believe in God or not? Or, what else? I just be asking a lot of stuff. Yeah. But,
yeah, if you don't believe in God, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. Because it's going to mess with my relationship.
And it's going to distract you from
and it's going to distract me from
Yeah, so no.
Yeah, so.
Can't do it.
No.
But yeah, back in the day, church just won't clicking. I didn't think of stuff like I do now. I guess that's the point of growing up. That's the point of living. But church won't something that I really wanted to go. Now I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm
Sundays I'm ready, like
like
we going to church, like that's a given. We're going. Like back in the day, like late to church and all this. But
yeah. So, we used to go because we felt like we had to, but then we go because we want to. So,
and that's the bright side of things. Yeah.
And I don't mean to be leaning towards that every video that we do, but it just happens like that. So
you got no more questions on that?
Yeah, I got
Y'all all that from one question.
I got like, and the thing about it is, look, we kind of talked about that.
I ain't get no questions this time, y'all. We just be talking about whatever, whoever. No, let's be honest. So basically, the podcast is all around literally everything. I know.
We really still trying to figure it out. We just going along with it. Like,
I know at first we had to dice and things, but you try out things, and as you go along, you find out you don't really like that, or like the topics that we had, I wasn't really feeling that after a while either. So,
do you feel like your past defines you?
In a way, but then again, no. So it's kind of 50-50 because your past can have an effect on your future. It really can. Like you talking about traumatic events that might happen, trickle down.
You just gotta have a great attitude through your healing journey. Like
Well, I feel like you can do a whole 360, and I've seen people do a whole 360. So,
think about Mama old friend, how she was, and now she's a pastor.
Yeah,
that was a 360 for real. But I think her situation that she went through made her get closer to God.
That changed her life for real.
Changed her life. You remember the situation, right? Yeah.
I think we'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, so it do have a little effect on you, but you as a person can fight that and change that, and you know what I'm saying, that's still gonna be part of you, but it ain't gonna be a part of your future.
Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of people define themselves as who they was as a child. Yeah. That's not who you are. Like, if you feel like you changed from last year, but you still feel like you that same child that you was, that doesn't even make sense.
No, it don't at all.
So yeah, you can be different, but inside still feel the way you feel. But I just would love to like get a bunch of women together and all of us set goals to heal. Like, I feel like I'm in a good space. I'm in a really good space. I'm at peace. Like, it's just me. And I could be like really where I'm at right now. I could really be like a mean, rude, ill person, but I'm not. Like, I'm always happy. I'm always goofy. I'm always laughing. Like, and I really sometimes feel like I don't have nobody. So
you always be yourself, I feel like.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I am always myself, and that's not. I didn't used to be like that. I used to feel like, didn't want to be around certain people because I feel like, not say I want to be around certain amount of people, and you know what I'm saying, but like be myself. Like, I'm myself around anybody now. I just adapt, pretty good. And I used to be such an introvert, and I still am in a way, but I talk more.
Like, you get comfortable easier, quicker.
Yeah.
But like with the girls things, I don't feel like we're in the right area for that. Like, I try reaching out, or I try to even think of people in the area that would be down to do stuff like that, and I really can't pinpoint nobody.
Yeah, I do want, like I said, I want to get a group of people on the podcast, but who?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make that move to Atlanta. I think Jaquay want to move to Atlanta now.
For real? He would. Yeah. I'm for real. Like, I'm not playing.
For real too. I'm out of here.
I'm not playing.
You gotta go after what you want. You gotta chase your opportunity. Them junks is not gonna show up at your front door knocking. You gotta go after it. You gotta take risk. You gotta let some stuff go. You gotta change. You gotta move there.
You move there. Like, that's where the podcasts are. We can collab. We can be in a better space. You know what I'm saying? We could rent rooms out. We can really just go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go crazy.
Aligns perfect with our goals and what we're trying to do. YouTube, podcast, content, camera, behind the camera type stuff. That aligns great with that.
It does. It
North
really
Carolina
does.
don't. North Carolina got other opportunities. Don't get me wrong, and it's a great place to live. We can always
but not
move
for
back.
entrepreneurs.
Not for entrepreneurs, content creators, etc.
It's not. And I also been thinking about other stuff that I wanted to do, and that's all related to entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I understand Atlanta is crowded, but if we doing stuff like this, we ain't gonna need to really maneuver around. We can be working on 9 to 5 corporate job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you just
and I also thought about if I moved to Atlanta, like, I mean, I'll keep my car, but get my car paid off.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Like, I wanna pay my car off soon. So yeah, that's why I was like, I'm about to try to get my car paid off. But I'm for real, like 6 months. If I don't like it within them 6 months, I come home. If I like it, I stay.
Yeah. Just gotta take that step, that next step.
And that's and another thing she said last night, she was like, if God is telling, if you feel like you get these thoughts in your head that you want to move or you need to move, that's God.
Oh, for real?
That's what she said. She said that is God.
That's been on our heart since like 2020.
That's been on 2021 after we graduated.
It was like
after we graduated.
We gotta get out of here.
We was like, we wanted to move. Like, I experienced living in a different location in North Carolina. Actually, like 2 different locations since I've been out of high school, of course. But it's just nothing. And I'm not saying like I moved to Atlanta, it's gonna be 100% different. I'm not saying that. It's gonna probably still be something similar, but at least I'm around people and like-minded people.
Yeah.
Like, we can't find our people here. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if we really want to be in the podcast world, we would have to move to grow. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I would go for, I'm so like it's been on my mind heavy, for real. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why is this on my mind heavy? But you know what? I said I was gonna fast and pray. I said, starting the last 6 months of this year, I'm gonna fast and pray. I might not pray for the whole 6 months. I might not do 6 months, but I might do like 3 months or 2 months or something. And and if I know I'm gonna get I always get when I fast and pray, that's strong. I fast and prayed about my YouTube, and I'm supposed to be doing my YouTube. I got my answer from God. I did. Mm-hmm. Like when I told you whatever, I think I talked about it on one of the other things, and I got my confirmation. And I be having thoughts like I need to do the YouTube video, but I don't be wanting to. So that's when I thought about. I said that's what she was saying. Like when you don't want to do it, that's God.
Don't want to do it.
I want to do it. I do. I be wanting to do it,
but you have.
But I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like my videos will be good enough.
Why though?
Because like I don't know. But I want to do it. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just do it, post. Like, if I get the attention, I do. If I don't, I don't. I feel like honestly, being honest, like, the only good videos is, like, if I do a shower routine or Target hauls. I don't know, like, if, the perfume one, I want to do that one. But I don't know if that's going to go anywhere.
Why?
I don't know.
People searching that all the time.
I know, but
and we got the best ones.
It's just in my head.
We got the best ones for real.
We really do, all the top ones. So I am gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But it's just like, I don't know.
You got your hair done. There ain't no excuse. Nails done.
I know, but I really don't know. And that's when I got my answer last night. I was like, and it was another question she had asked too. She was asking us other questions, and I was just like, it's me.
You gotta start right here. You gotta start here first with everything.
Because I feel like it's something that I should be doing, and it may not be what I'm supposed to be doing, but it may lead to that purpose.
So why are you not doing that? You getting closer with God, but why are you disobeying Him? In a way,
like it's not.
I know it's not that easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, but like
you got your son a few weeks ago.
I know. I don't know. I can't answer that question. That's something that I'm working on.
Yeah.
But
It ain't
I
gonna
am
happen overnight, you know.
Yeah, but I am going to take it serious.
Yeah.
I am. And I am going to do the videos regardless. I think, like, I think it's certain videos that I do that make me feel uncomfortable. I realize that. Like, the speaking in front of a camera. But I'm like, I do the podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Act like it ain't there.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's just like doing those videos is different. Because I feel like I'm educating people versus just talking.
You still educating people, though.
That's true.
You are.
Yeah, that's true. So, I don't know. That's something that I just realized last night. Like, it's like stuff that I don't realize, like questions that I don't ask myself or think to ask myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm the one holding myself back.
Yeah.
Like, my YouTube probably could have been monetized. But because I've been holding back, and I got like 50, I got videos that last me to the end of the year. Like, and I could do 2 a week. That's how many videos I got.
You playing. And then you see, you getting the feedback. You getting.
Yeah, I'm getting the views.
1,000+ views. That is your answer right there.
Yeah, that's true.
You keep dishing them out. You just gonna keep popping up. You gonna see 5K. You gonna see 10K. You know. So you just,
I'm almost at 5K on that.
So yeah, you just gotta work on that. Cause
you
got trips coming up, and you know what I'm saying. You gotta make that in this year.
I'm just super uncomfortable. I know. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
I gotta do that in 1 year. And I did the shower one.
It was last year.
No. The first Target one I did was, I want to see. It was definitely last year. And it was 8 months ago. So it was the end of last year. Like, what?
It still ain't gonna count, though.
It ain't gonna count if I don't become monetized by November. It'll count if I get monetized before.
Oh, okay.
So it's a year.
I thought it was just January, December.
See, the ones that say a year ago, I can't get monetized. I can't. I mean, I can get monetized for the views, but not for, like, so you see it's 201 right there. Like, I would have, like, the views after that year is when I would get approved for it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's something I need to work on.
Yeah.
And I feel like I said, it'll get me to my purpose. But I said I made a vow with myself. You know what I told you about? If I can't do this until I get monetized. So,
but first you gotta start with yourself. You gotta identify the problem. Like,
ask yourself why. And I really was truthful with myself finally for the first time last night.
Why? Why I'm not doing this? Why am I not achieving my goals? Why am I not pushing? That's why you gotta identify the problem, and then you gotta figure out what can you do to solve the problem.
But you know what I told you the other day, though? I was like, I feel like both of us is going, like, we're here when we should be here.
Yeah.
We should go harder than what we do. Like, instead of, like you said, instead of spending 30 minutes on your business, maybe spend 2-3 hours on your business versus.
Because I spend 30 minutes on something, either my business
or my YouTube. But you said that wasn't enough time for
It's not.
It's not. Like, really, doing YouTube and stuff is like another 9 to 5.
But it's so hard working a 9 to 5. You go to the gym, you get out. By the time you settle, it's 8, 9 o'clock. All I want is 30 minutes on my computer so I can get some sleep.
And the thing is, too, we look at computers
all
looking at a
day. I'll be tired
of
of looking at a computer. But, I mean, you got to keep pushing. You can't use that as an excuse, I guess. Because you still got the weekend. You still got 2 days that you don't work the 9 to 5. So.
But lately, my weekends have been booked.
Busy. May is always a busy month. I'm pretty sure it's everybody's busy month.
But I'm for real, like, August, we're going to setting something to the side the weekend. We're going to get a great video in. Like, it's going to be bomb, so.
And I'm going to have a pop-up shop, too. I'm trying to have a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got some goals for this year, and I'm going to achieve them. I am.
Okay. So what's the realest advice you can give after this episode?
After this episode, the realest advice I can give is hear what God is trying to tell you. I know it's kind of hard, but you may see signs. You may see the same number, or you may see like a word you've been thinking about or anything little like that. I just pick that up as God. It might not even be God, but to me it's God. So just hear him out what he's trying to tell you. I mean, your purpose could be something you want to do. So do what you want to do, and it's going to lead you to wherever you need to be. Your path, your journey. all that. So
the realest advice I can give, that was it for you?
Yeah.
I knew you had to just pause off on
Yeah.
it. But the realest advice I can give is do it even if it make you feel uncomfortable. Because it can get you somewhere that you don't even know the purpose behind it.
Yeah.
So just do it and wait for the outcome.
Yeah. Enjoy it. I say that all the time. I try to keep telling myself enjoy the journey because it can get overwhelming with me going wrong. Like me with my business, finding manufacturers, it's just like, but I'm doing better and I got some good things coming for them. So you just gotta keep going, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to.
And the thing about it is, like, I'm figuring out that I might just not be able to get 8 hours of sleep a night until I get to where I'm trying to get to. Because
you can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, for real. Because I'm like, once I get there, I'm still gonna be grinding, of course. But I do feel like what I'm doing now, God is preparing me for, my next step in life.
Yeah. And then you're gonna look back like, dang, I remember when I was so and so. It feels great. We're gonna be sitting on an island somewhere
and we still gonna be going up. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I try not to, like, I try to think eternally. I try not to think about the materialistic things. I try to think about what I'm doing and what my purpose is, and because the money gonna come.
Yeah,
the money gonna come. Like,
you stay chasing money.
You stay chasing money, you never gonna be happy. You just not. Because the thing is, you're going to be doing these things that's really not your purpose. You just doing it for the money. And it ain't making you happy.
Even if you scam, that ain't forever. You got to find you a passion.
Yeah.
And scam the rest of your life with credit cards and dark web bull crap. Yeah.
But that's it. Make sure you check out our Patreon, Spotify, RSS.com, and
it's the realest. And we out, baby.